Dear students, today we are going to start the second unit in DSS. The second unit of DSS is development and implementation of DSS and models in DSS. Development and implementation of DSS and modeling in DSS. So before going to the second unit, so what we discussed in the last class, we discussed about the types of DSS and we discussed about the communication and model information knowledge document. Is it not? Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the second unit, that is development and models in DSS. Okay, development and implementation of models in DSS. First of all, we'll see what is DSS as information system. What is DSS as information system? See, you concentrate on the DSS is nothing but the information system, is it not? The decision support system, we are taking the input as we consider some different environments. We consider some different environments and we are based on that we are going to find we give a best suitable solution for the problem. Okay, so here we can see, although many hold the view that decision support systems, that is DSS, are a relatively new phenomenon. Okay, it is a, though it is a new, the truth is they have been around for a long time, that they are nearby the information system and they are not aware of that. They are not aware of that. So in fact, it could be said that anything which provides rational, measurable and scientific data to help leaders make informed decisions in a DSS. So always it should be a rational. Why it is using and what is the purpose is using and how far it is good to the situation. How far it is going to good for the situation. Okay. So if you see the DSS architecture, the DSS, see basically what is meant by architecture? Architecture explains about the environment, is it not? Architecture explains the environment. Okay. So if you see DSS architecture, there are four fundamental components of DSS. There are four fundamental components that are user interface, database, model and knowledge. Okay, there are four components are there in a database, that is the user interface, database, model and knowledge. See, if you think about these four are same as one. I will say that these four are only one. That is how, what is meant by user interface? User interface is nothing but we are interfacing with the application. Application is nothing but the system, is it not? We are using the application by using user interface, wherever the information that we have to give, and after giving, if you click and if it is going to the next page and it is going to the that is user interface. For example, remote control, is it not? So remote control is also a user interface. Whatever that we are using with the system, okay, but a human is communicating is known as a user interface. So user interface is communicating and what about the database? Database is the back end of the system, is it not? We are using the system front end and the back end is nothing but the database. Okay, so we are considering a number of alternative situations for taking a decision support system. So where the alternative decisions are there, they are kept in the database. They are kept in the database. That is, through the database we are considering and we are thinking about that and we are going for a better solution. Okay, and model is nothing but, the model is nothing but a one of the particular situation, one of the particular situation or the part of the situation. Model context will be there, model also will be there. Model context is nothing but, a context is, it is the a situation is connected with the boundaries. A situation is connected with its boundaries to other model. Okay. So what is a model? A model is nothing but it is one situation. It is already saved in the database. Is it not? So knowledge. Knowledge means what we are going to apply. What we are going to apply for a better decision support system. Okay, based on the database, based on the particular model, we are going to retrieve that particular model, and we are a little bit changing the model, and we are going to present for a better solution for the problem. So because of that, I said these four are only one. That is, so here it is architecture is explaining about four components that are user interface, database, and model and knowledge. Okay, just now I said about user interface is nothing but a human is communicating with the system. That is, a user interface, also called is UI or simply an interface. Interface is nothing but this language is an interface. Is it that I am communicating to you? This language is an interface. See, if I want to interface with the system, I have to connect with the system application. Is it not? This environment is the application, so that I am clicking on the page so that it is going to the next page. That is, I am interfacing with the system. Okay, is the means in which a person controls a software application or hardware device. Okay, human interface is nothing but a person is communicating to the software or also is communicating with the hardware. A common example of a hardware device with a user interface is a remote control. Remote control is nothing but it's an embedded system. Okay, embedded system, and through this user interface we are communicating the remote control so that remote machine is able to action, is going for action. Okay, the database. Database is nothing but which keeps all the models in that. So it serves as the storehouse of information. It serves as the storehouse. What is meant by storehouse? What we want anything from the storehouse, we can go and we'll get it. Is it not? What I told you just now, database is nothing but it is keeping more than the number of models, the different situations we are going to keep in database. So from that database we are going to take appropriate relatively is required. Okay, personal internal information, that is details collected from within the organization, from employees, customers. Okay, so this is also is the collection of the information that is within the organization. It is the person information, or it is the employee number, or the role of his person, and the customer name, and what is he is related to. What is related to. So what is his department, and it is connected with the department, and it is role. Okay, what the actions, that is daily rotation routine. Okay, that is there in the personal information. May include ideas. Okay, may include ideas is nothing but the model. Okay, his views, his ideas may also include ideas, your own thoughts, your own thoughts, experiences, and insights. Your experiences, your own thoughts, your problem solving solution situations, and many more are kept in database, or kept in database. Okay, your experience and your solution, like that. And external information. External information is also known as beyond the organization, which are related to the organization. Beyond the organization, which are related to the organization. For example, that organization is constructing, is designing one type of instrument. So the related information, the same product is designed with other organizations. How the things are going of the other organization will be stored in external information. Information collected from outside sources. Information collected from outside sources like independent researchers, internet, government organizations, etc. It may be government policies. It also may be the product information, other organization, and it also the research information about the product. Okay, that is model. Model is nothing but it is a particular situation of context model or a behavioral model. This component of DSS architecture takes care of DSS model. Okay, DSS model and DSS model management system. Okay, model management system. And while a model is representation of context, I said a model is a representation of a context, a situation or an event. A DSS model management system stores and maintains DSS models. It is a part of, it is a context or whole model which is stored in the DSS. Okay. A model makes an important component of DSS architecture because it allows you to carry out a particular type of data analysis. It is going to carry out a particular situation, particular type of data analysis that you need for a particular kind of decision making. That it is going to take a decision making, we are using to use the particular model. Okay, particular model. For example, you need to understand what happens if you change a particular variable. Okay, that is what we are going to do in DSS. If you change something as something variable, so what are the different areas it is influencing? What are the different areas it is going to influence, so that whether we are going to benefit or we are going to lose. That is, a spreadsheet based model will help you conduct what if analysis. If we change a particular variable, so with that, the where what are the areas it is going to reflect? What if the analysis is going to tell? Okay, knowledge. Knowledge is the element of DSS architecture provides information about the relationship among data which is too complex. See, we have a huge data. So if you have knowledge, through this knowledge only you are able to find out which model is used for a particular situation, which model is relatively used for a particular situation. It manages the knowledge and provides decision makers with alternative solutions of a problem. I said no. See, there are so many models. So the particular relative model we have to select. So through these alternative solutions, we have to take a particular model. It also sends signals to decision makers when there is any mismatch between forecasted and actual results. So, if you are finding out through the alternative decisions, sometimes what happens, there may be a chances of mismatch. So, if it is mismatching between the forecasted, and it will take a best suitable actual results. Okay. The three key elements of DSS include the three key elements of DSS include, that is organizational data, a model, a user interface. See, I am trying to go slowly a point to point for your betterment. Is it not? Sometimes they may ask you a question, that is what are the elements of DSS. So that's what I'm giving a information about. The three key elements of DSS are the organizational data, a model, a user interface. Just now we seen, that is what is user interface, what is model, what is organizational data. A decision support system helps to overcome the barriers to a good decision making. So always when we are using the decision support system, it leads to simplify the situation. Is it not? That is our motto. That is our motto. It simplifies the situation. It has to simplify the problem. Okay, it is a one type of solution for the problem, is it not? So with the help of this decision making support system, we can overcome the lack of experience, is it not? So it includes the lack of experience and biasness. Biasness is like a balancing biasness, where we should not go out of the balance. Okay. and shortage of time, shortage of time, shortage of time, and wrong calculations. Okay, wrong calculations and not considering alternatives. So, not considering, we have so many alternatives are there, and we have to select a best suitable decision support system model. Okay, and categorization, and that is classification of DSS. Classification of DSS is nothing but the file driver system, data analysis system, information analysis system, accounting and financial support system, representation of solver model, optimizational model, suggestional model. Okay, so the classification of DSS is file driver system is nothing but we are going to take a model. That model is nothing but a file, a particular application, particular software we are going to select is nothing but that file we are going to use, that file we are going to use, that is file driver system. And data analysis system, so data analysis system is nothing but through this database which is appropriate relative to the particular situation that we are going to select. Data analysis, we are analyzing the data, and from that we are highlighting some points, is it not? That is known as the data highlighting, data analysis system. Okay, so information analysis system is nothing but, see, we are analyzing the information through the software. Okay, so by analyzing we are going to take a particular model. The whole thing, the subject is explaining about to find out a realistic model. Okay, that is information analysis. Accounting and financial system, how so far it is reflecting in accounting and financial. This is, it is related to the budget, and it also related to the inventory. It is subject for the account, and it is subject for the inventory. Okay, representation or solver model, we are going to take a model, a context or a complete model, how it is going to solve the problem, that is representation. This model is going to use this so that we are simplifying the situation. Okay, optimizational model. There are so many models that are alternative models. We are highlighting one model which is related to the exact the information, that is we are optimizing that. We are optimizing the model which is relatively helpful for the situation. Suggestion system. See, we can suggest this model as a simplifier for our organization for the particular position. Suggestion. We are suggesting this model is for particular problem. Okay. So this content is about what is file driver system, what is data analysis system, and information analysis system, kind of decision support system. Okay, accounting and financial system is, I told you, cash, and it is inventory. Okay, and representation of solver, that is how the problem is going to solve according to the situation. We are going to optimizing the model suggestion system. Okay, the next topic in the second unit is hardware software tools for DSS. Hardware and software tools for DSS. See, the hardware is nothing but how it is connected with the system. The system is about the computer system. Okay, system, we can say organization is also one system, and this computer system also a system. So what are the information is related to the computer, that is known as the hardware system. Okay, so hardware system and software systems are, that is a group decision support system, that is GDSS, is composed of three main components. It is of three main components, that is hardware, software, and manpower. Hardware, software, and manpower. Manpower is nothing but here the people. Okay, so how hardware is nothing but it includes electronic hardware like the computer, equipment, and the computer system is related with the, sometimes it is printed, sometimes it is this and that. How the electronic system, is it not, it is connected with printer or something or something, or keypad or something. Okay, so for networking or electronic display board and uh, audio visual equipment, audio video equipment, is it not, hardware is nothing but the system, the display and keyboard and a printer, and sometimes we can send some notes, letters, is it not, audio video visual equipment is also known as the hardware. It also includes the conference facility, is it not, conference facility. See this, now we are going the video class, this is also known as the hardware. Using this what is the zoom, the camera and mic set, everything is audio connections. Okay, so sometimes it includes the conference facility, including the physical setup. See, suddenly if I come and I cannot give a lecture, is it not, by coming here and I have to set up the things, then only I can go for the class, is it not, and set up the things, the tables and the chairs laid out in such a manner that they can support group discussion and teamwork, teamwork framework. Okay, this is it is keeping in a such a manner so that we can communicate with the systems, support group discussion and teamwork. Software, that the software is, it includes various tools and techniques, various tools and techniques which are stored in the database, such as electronic questionnaires, electronic brainstorming tools. See, to define a model is not simply defined, is it not? So the model is appropriately equivalent. How you will get that is based on the questionnaire or brainstorming tools or some information about the technical experts, the information given by the technical experts. Okay, so that we can define the model. So this software includes questionnaires, electronic brainstorming tools, idea organizers, tools for setting priority, policy information tools, etc. Policy information tools, etc. And tools for setting priority. Okay, so like that. The use of these software tools in a group meeting helps the group decision makers to plan, to have a plan, organize ideas, organizing the ideas, gather information, establish the priorities, take decisions and document the meeting proceedings, take the appropriate decisions for the meeting proceedings. As a result, meetings become more productive. Okay, so based on all this, it will be effective, productive. Okay, so group decision support system software tools that are electronic questionnaire, just now we have seen, electronic brainstorming tools, idea organizer, tools for setting priority, policy formational tool. Okay, so people is nothing but the manpower, the hands-on manpower. Okay, so it manpower, it includes the labor, the managers, the high-end officers. Okay, it compromises the members participating in the meeting, a trained facilitator who helps with the proceedings of the meeting, and an expert staff to support the hardware and software. I told you, no, man, the people is nothing but it is the labor, it is the manager, it is high end, the high end managers also. Okay, they support the hardware and software. The group discussion support system components together provide a favorable environment for carrying out group meetings, for carrying out a group meeting. Features of group decision support system. The what are the different features of group decision support system? That are the key features are easy of use, better decision making, emphasis on semi-structured and unstructured decisions, specific and general support, supports all phases of the decision making, supports positive group behavior, support positive group behavior. Okay, so these are the features of features of decision supporting system that are easy of use and better decision making. Emphasis on semi-structured and unstructured decisions and specific and general support system supports all phases of the decision making. It is there for the entire the decision making the system. Okay, and it also supports the positive group behavior. This is about the second unit of uh, decision make support system of information system. Okay, so here we discuss about the decision support system of hardware and software and the architecture. Okay, so you go through the topic and you study about this. If you find any difficulty to understand, you can you can call me or you can communicate so that we can simplify the things. Okay, thank you.